Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to give you foundation featured, but I'm mixing it up a little bit. So for the actual application of the product, stay tuned. You can either skip ahead to that and I will put the timestamp of when that occurs here on the screen, or you can just give me a couple minutes for me to speak my mind. Yeah, because normally foundation featured I don't have any makeup on, so I'm doing it kind of backwards. I am bringing today for you to see the Almay foundation and the Tarte Shape Tape foundation. The reason I'm doing it this way is for a number of reasons. One is you actually requested Almay to be reviewed more than Tarte, although this was kind of a close second. And I wanted to, without jumping in too deep or getting too messy, because I do not welcome controversy on my channel. I am not that kind of channel. I am a channel of peace and love. No, I mean, you know, I do kind of give my opinions, of course, and I am an opinionated person, especially on other social media. But I kind of wanted to weigh in on the Tarte situation because I felt like so much was being said. But I also feel like there was a lot of kind of bandwagon, a lot of kind of clickbaity stuff, which, you know, I don't blame anyone for that because honestly, we are all trying so hard to get views here on YouTube and YouTube's not making it easy for us. So that's a different video. But, you know, I get it. I get we're trying to get people's attention. But what I wanted to say is, if you are going to call out Tarte for the limited shade range they used for the newly released Shape Tape foundation, then you need to call out as well Almay, Physicians Formula, and oh my God, It Cosmetics, as well as a few others. So I thought I would give you guys a little bit of what I'm feeling. I'm saying is, I hear you. I am a white woman who understands that the cosmetic industry has been geared towards me and my demographic, although I'm kind of aging out of that demographic pretty quickly here, but the Caucasian demographic for decades, if not centuries. And so I did the Black-owned makeup brand video a couple summers ago, and I love that video because I love that it was sort of a challenge for us to embrace products out there that most of us don't see. Most of us don't see on YouTube. They don't see it in Sephora, in our drugstores, and I wanted to expand our horizons. So back on track. So Tarte released their Shape Tape foundation, which you know, it was 15 shades. I actually ordered it off the Tarte website the day it launched. And then about later that afternoon and the next day, I saw the show start about people upset about the shade range. And I think what it is because there are dark shades and light shades, but the dark shades don't really match a variety of skin tones in that category. And it was just not enough. Then what kind of added fuel to that fire is Tarte apologized, but they did it in a way that was really, really not good. And I think they realized they dug their hole deeper. They basically said, oh, we're sorry. We are launching these shades first because we felt that this was the, you know, we were in a hurry to put it out there. And so we came up with these shades first. And that says, oh, okay, well then I guess you have a whole demographic. You are okay to make weight for your product. And so I think they have righted that wrong in that they've pulled, it's still on their website, but they've pulled it from the Ulta website. They're basically saying, look, we're gonna get all the shades together and we are gonna launch this. So I'm hoping, because here is the logic behind it. They launched 15 shades of tape shape Shape Tape Concealer. And I think they thought they could just launch 15 shades of the foundation. And no one complained that the concealer shade range was limited, because actually it was pretty darn good. You don't find that many shade ranges for concealer. So if that's the logic, I'm not here to speak for Tarte, but if that's the logic, then I get it, right? But so Tarte is Tarte, and you know, they've come out with a number of products with a huge shade range. Like their clay foundation, in the tube, I think has over 20 shade selections. But here's the thing, the clay stick foundation only had 12. Their BB creams only have 4 or 5, maybe more, 7. There aren't that many shades. So I guess I'm wondering why the furor over the Shape Tape. But with that said, let me say that other companies need to do better. We need more Fenty. We need more of the, heck, oh, Jouer. What else? Oh, NARS. I'm trying to think of all the different shade foundations that have been launched. Too Faced expanded their Born This Way collection. It was a couple years past the launch, but okay. That has an extensive shade selection. But for instance, the Bye Bye Lines, which I actually really enjoy this foundation, there is maybe 8 shades, 7 shades. And IT Cosmetics has been called out before on basically being just for white girls. And it's true, it's embarrassing. It's basically a cosmetic line of a shade range of white, of light and medium skin. And then they throw in some dark and tan. And they are coming out with a new foundation, moisturizer hybrid. And it is supposed to have more shades. I'm not sure what the controversy will be about that coming, who knows, right? Physicians Formula finally launched a product that had more than 4 shades, but it still fell short in terms of the selection for darker shades, and as well as retailers carrying all of the shades. Let's talk about Ulta. Their foundations, they have an average of about 10 shades to choose from. So you're not getting that many. When the Maybelline launched their full coverage 24-hour foundation, it actually had 16 shades, so that's even better. But I have to say, and so does the Stila, it only has 16 shades, so that's 1 more than Tarte. Now, it could be that the shade ranges provide a better selection as you go into a darker skin tone. Also, sometimes if it's just a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer, there may be only 6 or 7 shades that they launch, and then those are more adapted shades that are adaptive to the complexions you put on. You don't need an exact match. So I understand that different formulas sometimes call for different shade selections, but I'm just explaining the fact that there have been several foundation launches that have really come short when it comes to a shade selection for every skin and every body. And I think they need to do better. I think for you to not include those shades is like saying, we know you don't shop us and we don't care if you don't. And you can continue not to shop us. So thank you very much. So, I mean, something like Essence, I don't know. I mean, clearly there's like 3 shades in anything that they sell. Even L'Oreal has a number of shades way more broad in some lines of foundation than in others. This only has, I think, 12 in their Pro Glow. The CoverGirl Vitalist that has been so popular, I guess, among even beauty editors only has like 8 shades. So to call out Tarte is a start, but you know, let's not yell at just the one kid doing wrong. Let's kind of send them all to the principal's office and tell them they need to do better. And that starts with you, Almay. 12 shades, Physicians Formula, 12 shades. Oh my God, Neutrogena. I just want to be another voice to the mission that says, hey everyone, you can do better. Just like I want people to be out there rooting for me as an older woman in YouTube and in the beauty industry. I want representation. We all need, everybody needs representation. And 20, 30, 20 something, 30 something teen white women have had their representation. You know, it's like, come on. Okay, so, and I do understand foundation is probably hella hard to formulate for a company. It's probably very expensive. It takes a long time. I get that. I mean, I don't really get that. That seems like a ton of work and I would hate to do it. But if you're gonna do it right. And alrighty guys, that is my little soapbox. And now you can see what I did to apply. Can you tell which side is which? No, you cannot. But if you want to see how, actually I don't show this look on camera, like I don't do all my makeup. I just do the foundation to my concealer and powder. But I will list the products below, and also I will have a final check-in at the end to give you guys the wear test so you know what I thought of it after many hours. So thanks for listening. Enjoy. Okay, we're gonna just dig right into applying the foundations. I don't have anything on my skin right now. I'm gonna tuck my hair behind my ear. I'm gonna put the Tarte Shape Tape on this side, and I'm going to put the Almay Best Blend Forever on this side. And I'm gonna actually kind of combine these two shades of 120 and 130. This one just kind of oxidizes a little bit on me, and this one's pretty pale. This one I think is okay. It does oxidize on me a little bit. It's light neutral. I'm gonna do both applications with a dampened beauty blender. I feel like you do have to build this product up. It doesn't have a lot of coverage. It's pretty natural. It hasn't done anything. My pores look the same. You know, it's decent. So I am not going to use these sponges. You have seen before on my channel when I did the Revlon. I thought the product, actually I liked that foundation on its own, but applied with my own beauty blender or brush. And then they're just useless. I think companies need to stop. I mean, I get what you're trying because you want to be like double duty, multi-purpose. This is also supposed to be really hydrating. It has SPF. Shape Tape doesn't have SPF. Shape Tape has more yellow. Tarte seems to me that that's kind of what they do. But I feel like the finish is very similar. And here is my issue. Both foundations do this weird texture thing where they grip to my cheek, which I didn't know I had texture there until foundation did that, but it's happened before with other brands, and it's just something kind of strange. And you might have noticed it yourself when you're putting on a foundation and then you put on powder and it looks like it's just kind of pulling away, and the product is kind of looking scaly, which sounds horrible to describe. Okay, so I'm definitely enjoying buffing this in with a beauty blender. I think it looks pretty good. This side just must be lighter. I don't know, because in person it doesn't look like it has that much more coverage, but on camera I feel like this side of my face is a lot more covering it. Maybe it's the light. Hang on. Okay. I got that light a little closer, so maybe that kind of evens it out. I don't know, there's a lot of dewiness. It's moisturizing, same. It actually doesn't feel like, it looks dewy on my skin, but it doesn't feel wet. This, kind of same with this. Neither one of them is giving me coverage that makes me go, wow, which is okay. You can build it, but I'm just letting you know that they're not, I want to say they're not anything special, which you're not anything special. It sounds kind of mean of me, but I mean, actually this is kind of, I do like the sheen. I wonder what the matte version would look like. And then this one is doing okay, but it's kind of settling in my pores. Let's do a little bit of concealer and powder before things go, where they just kind of set wonky. I'm using my BH Cosmetics concealer. All right, we've completed application of concealer and powder, and both sides are satisfactory to me. This side actually maybe looks a little more coverage, which is good. That's my trouble area. I only put one layer of each foundation. I want to show you though what I'm talking about. I really feel like nobody else goes this close on camera in YouTube, but this is the reality of what happens. So like it gets just kind of scaly. This side breaks down to, I don't know if you can see if it's doing that yet. I've worn both of these for a number of hours throughout the day. On separate occasions, and they were both just okay for me. I would give them like a 7 out of 10. They weren't bad. They weren't horrible. My skin did well with both of them on. They, you know, everything felt comfortable, but they just wore down. You know, it didn't look, wow, amazing, incredible. Just getting both of these out of the way to let you know if you want to spend your money on them. The Tarte Shape is the Tarte Shape Tape is $39, and the Almay is $16.99. Now there are typically buy one get one half off for Almay in several drugstores and Ulta. There's coupons and points to be used usually as well. I think I bought it at Rite Aid for buy one get one half off, and I did that because I was glad, because I'm like, I don't know which shade to use. So by the time this launches, I'm assuming it's going to be in Ulta stores. I don't know if it's an exclusive between Ulta and Sephora, if they're both getting it. You can order it from the Tarte website, and I am going to see you later with a few hours gone by and kids and dinner and all that good stuff, and I'll let you know how it goes. Alrighty, here I am. It has been 6 hours with these foundations on my face, and I have to say, it was a good day. It was a good face day. By the way, my lipstick is Pat McGrath, and I did touch it up. It didn't break down and do the scaly thing as much. This one did though. Can you see that? It did okay. It didn't actually keep me as moisturized as I thought it would be. It's a little bit broken down right here. It just doesn't have the oomph that I would expect from something with this side in terms of price, and then this side in terms of moisture. I don't think it has what it takes. I'm gonna rate it about a 6.5, maybe the 7, we'll see. Maybe primer will help. It's not bad, it's just not great. Yeah, my forehead looks good. My forehead's like super luminous. So there you go. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it wasn't too much and I didn't give you guys too much, but I just sort of wanted to do it this way, and I hope that's okay. And I hope you have subscribed to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.